Well, so I don't want to give anyone any false hopes here, but one of the things that I think that we do see quite a bit is that there are a lot of things you can do, to get better that aren't expensive. It's very simple, to buy these, we joke that they're like blinking boxes. But, very oftentimes you'll see somebody with a lot of blinking boxes, and they're not tuned, they're not hooked up, they're not doing a whole lot. One thing I always joke about is, it's been a few years, but, I went in and there was actually, an appliance sitting on a shelf at an office, and it was labeled WAF. So it was a web application firewall that was actually sitting on a shelf, and that's something that we kid about, that it doesn't do you any good to buy all these products and buy all these things and have them sitting on a shelf. They have to be used and used correctly and used appropriately. And so it's just really making sure that, that we're doing things, we're doing them rationally and in a way that makes sense, so that we're not just piling technology on top of technology on top of technology. You can have these great solutions, a lot of great solutions out there, don't get me wrong. But if you're not using them appropriately, it doesn't really matter. If you have, a couple of spare tire donuts, on the rear wheels of your Corvette, you're not going anywhere. So it's really being able to use the technology appropriately. I think that, running the GRC practice here is, it's an incredibly rewarding experience. Being able to just meet our clients and work with the people that we work with, be able to provide solutions. Really the best part of our jobs, I think, is when you're able to go to somebody that has a problem and they need help and they need guidance, or they need to know what you've seen, and being able to provide a solution to them. It makes their life easier, it helps them in their job, it helps their organization, it helps their customers. And it's these types of things that, make this, not just a job, but just really something that kind of becomes a big part of your life. You get a lot of satisfaction out of it. For me, with my experience, I think that, it comes over time. And so just the more organizations that you see and the more solutions that you see, the more people that you meet, and figuring out what works and what doesn't, getting an idea for that. But it's really, making sure that you stay on top of things, so you understand the standards and the regulations, etc. So that you understand those very well, so that you're able to provide guidance to people, especially when they have to comply with multiple standards. So it's being able to, look at the multiple standards together and make sure that, whatever work you're doing can cover multiple things to kind of keep your budgets down and make sure you're getting the most, return for your effort. I think one of the things is really just making sure that we understand the business. So, it's how does the business operate? Where does security fit in the business? And making sure that, that security is not an impediment to operations. I think that if security is seen as the party of no, people will stop asking you and they'll go around you. So it's making sure that you're part of the team, you're helping out, that people want to come to you because they want a secure solution, and you're not going to give them something that's going to stifle innovation or stifle operations. Obviously, if something is completely insecure, you hope they wouldn't go forward with it. But no, making sure that security, I hate business terms, has a seat at the table, right? So that people are calling on security professionals and asking them for their advice and their guidance early on projects. Time and time again, you see that, a project or initiative goes forward and security is not consulted early on. And then in the end, you end up trying to bolt on or cobble together some kind of security solution in the end, after all these, all this effort and all this money's been sunk into a project. Where what we find is when security is engaged early on, when we're using security, leveraging that knowledge, that we're able to create much more secure solutions at a much better cost.